So if you're unfamiliar with the use of those, please consult somebody that is an herbalist, that is in the essential oil business, that is in the herbal business, that is a practitioner of those arts in order to make sure that you're using things properly. Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, when he was alive, coined the term like cures like. And what that means is if something creates a symptom, then taking the item in a reduced fashion that he utilized for homeopathy will help the body fight that off and fix it. So there are homeopathic remedies for some things out there. Is there anything out there for this strain of COVID-19? Not yet. And be careful of people saying they have a cure for this virus because there is no known cure at this point in time. They are working on it. Hopefully, there will be an antiviral developed soon from this pandemic outbreak. So if we do have a repeat, like they're projecting in some areas for the fall, there'll be an antiviral available and they'll be able to move forward with taking care of the patients at that time that need that. So using safe practice, being safe anytime there is an issue is the most important aspect of keeping yourself healthy. Make sure you're exercising because exercise really helps with your body's immune system. Take prebiotics, take probiotics and eat foods that are probiotic. So what that means is increase your fruits and vegetables, reduce your proteins, and make sure that you're having a balanced diet. Make sure you're eating. It's very important. If you end up with the diarrheal aspect from anything that's going around right now, your body needs to work through it, and that's why what it's trying to do and expel that. Taking those antidiarrheals, some people would say, yeah, that's a good thing. However, that can actually slow your system down to where that virus stays in your system longer and it can produce a lot more and make you sicker. So please be careful on what you're doing and what you're taking and make sure you're consulting the proper people. Don't just listen to what's being put out in the media, in the press releases, anything of that nature that says use this, inject this, because some of those are poisons and they're not going to help you. They're actually going to make things worse. And we don't want to make things worse. We want to be able to sustain life so we can be sociable again. Some of the southern states are starting to loosen things up to where their people can start going out. Is that a wise thing? I don't know. I'm not tracking those states in order to see what their epidemiology is all about with it and where they're getting their data. I do know that it is a concern and we have kept tabs on it at our house in order just to make sure what's going on. I've even kept tabs with some of my family members uh, to make sure that they're staying safe. So there are ways to reach out to people and to be able to talk to them and make sure your family's safe. My kids, we kept telling them at the start when this all happened, if I started feeling worse, then I would seek medical care. If I felt it was bad enough that I needed to go to the hospital, then I would. Luckily, with my background, we were able to stay things off and not have to worry about it, but prepare your kids for talks like this and help them be able to understand what's going on. If you don't have kids, talk to your spouse. Make sure you have things in place for your pets. If something happens that you need to be taken care of still within this, if they extend our pandemic quarantine, make sure you're being safe about everything. Make sure you have plans in place if you haven't got them done already. I know a lot of us like to procrastinate with things and don't get things done, but those are important aspects of being able to move forward and have a healthy lifestyle to where we can keep things off. If you happen to have been tested and you had the fortunate aspect of surviving this, your body has the antibodies for it. They are requesting that you go and seek blood donation sites so they can take your blood and create get those antibodies that they need for this most severe patients that are having a hard time fighting it off. 1 pint of blood can save up to 5 people that way. So please go donate blood and help out. You see the ads by the Red Cross and other blood banks on TV. Blood banks are even calling on the phone saying, hey, we could use your blood right now because the hospitals are having a hard time. Granted, there's not a lot of operations going on. There's not that many wrecks, but they need transfusions for people that are sick, that can't reproduce because the viruses are attacking their cells. So they need that healthier blood. So please do your part and help out. And it's no big deal on giving blood. It's just a little stick. You sit there, you get some apple juice, a snack. Hey, it's all good. It doesn't really take that long. And right now, you don't have to rush off to work. You don't have to do anything major, so you can always make an appointment to go into the blood bank, and they keep things very clean and precautioned. Then you can donate your blood, run to the grocery store if you need to, head home, so you're doing one big trip to get everything done and not running out and about everywhere all the time. It gets you out of the house, gets you a little bit more sociable. You're able to talk to somebody other than your spouse or your kids or whatever's going on, your neighbors, however you're communicating with people. It breaks up the day as well. So you're able to save lives. You're able to get out a little bit. Maybe it's something new to you that you've never donated before, but you've never had the time. So at least you're able to help out in that aspect during this time because it takes a community to be able to survive and help others in our community. At one point in time, we always took care of our elders. The elderly are the ones getting hit worse. Newborns coming into this world that unfortunately are done at the hospitals are having an issue where they need to be able to have life-saving treatment because they weren't able to protect themselves because they're newborns. The hospitals didn't realize that they were getting infected at the time. They need help. So please be careful, be open, help where you need to, and be safe. That's the most important thing I want to stress. Always be safe. Wash your hands. If you have to cough, cover your cough. If you have to sneeze, cover your sneeze, because those can travel beyond 6 foot. I know they say there's a 6 foot social distancing, but sorry, those things can occur and go further than that. Um, the elbow bumping, I'm sorry, but people are sneezing, coughing into their elbows. Well, that area gets germ infected. Gets on the other person's skin if they're not wearing long sleeves. things get transferred. So the best thing is on social distancing's no elbow bumping, no handshaking, no hugging, no kissing in those aspects when you need to have that taken care of. So for this week, looks like I am getting close to time, and I would like to make sure that you come in and see me next week. If you have any ideas for a catchphrase for me, please email me at combatbootstohighheels at mail.com. And I'd love to hear from you. If you have any topic ideas you'd like me to discuss, or if you know anyone that would be willing to be a guest on my show, please let me know as well, and we'll work on getting them on the show. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be safe out there, and I will talk to you guys next week.